Welcome to Black Love Matters, where they serve as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
find our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who is you? Dang, you loud. Was he that loud to y'all?
My bad, I forgot to turn on the headphone microphones.
I almost ran out the room. You know how you just throw, your reaction is just to run or throw something?
Uh-huh.
You don't have to have anything in your hand. That's what I just did when you came on this call. Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's not a call. This is a podcast.
I see you feeling real, like, good. Nero? Feeling good?
I'm Nero.
I'm Naomi.
And this is episode 356.
Okay.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K.
Happy Monday, y'all. We made it again. We are a little over a week out from Thanksgiving. I know last episode we said we were going to talk about it, but this is the episode. We can't go home, y'all. You're going to have your collard greens at home. You're going to have your meals at home. But guess what Naomi did this weekend for you? I made 30-minute collard greens.
What?
Listen, y'all. How long is it supposed to take to cook collard greens? Vegan or old school soul
About
food?
2.5 hours.
On a good day.
Mm-hmm.
I say 2.5 hours on a good day because you don't want a strong boil. You want to simmer, right?
Yeah,
you don't
want
want
to let that simmer
it's
on
soul food, right? You want to cook it with love. You just want the blah, 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 blah. You want gentle bubbles.
You got to be stewed.
Yeah, you want gentle bubbles, right? And then if you're not vegan, I think 2.5 hours is fine. But say if you're doing it old school style, you got you a piece of cured meat or smoked meat in there.
I'll be talking about cured meat.
That's what it is, ain't it?
Fat back.
Turkey, I want to say turkey ass, turkey tails. This is what
Turkey
it is.
necks.
Neck bones, ham hock,
And if you take it
jaw
old
maws.
school,
What's it called?
hog maws.
Do y'all remember when I was in Detroit and we got the newspaper? I almost said what grocery store. I told you, y'all know where I stay. And it was like sale on hog maws, and I was like, I've never seen hog maws spelled out. But all those things, any type of cured smoked meat.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the cured smoked meat, just boiling it in some water, depending who you is. Sometimes it's just water. Sometimes it could be some onions and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
That could take an hour
Yeah.
to 2 hours, depending on how cured, tough that meat is. Because you want that to fall off the bone. You want that then to season that water to create this stock bone broth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put your greens in that and you stew it some more with your sugars and all, and the vinegars. I know everybody ain't team sugar. I like a little sugar in my greens. I like a little vinegar. I like my greens to be more vinegary, but I do need a little piece of sugar in my greens. Like I like a little piece of sugar in my marinara.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on that team. Team sugar in your marinara or no, Nero?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Team sugar in your collard greens?
Yep.
Me too.
And Team Sugar Grits.
Well, I wasn't even going to bring that blasphemy up.
Team Sugar Grits. Holla at me.
We talked about this like 10 episodes ago. That's
So
trash.
what?
That is cream of wheat.
That's not cream
Cream
of
of
wheat.
wheat. That's oatmeal.
Shout out to all my people who put sugar in their grits.
Jesus. But I put sugar in my greens. Just a little bit. I don't want them sweet, but just enough to take not the edge, because it should be tender. But you know, sometimes if you do collards, it can be a little bitter. Or mustards, it can be a little bitter.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I prefer a collard green. I can't do all of the greens. So I can do turnips, mustards, and collard. I can do all of them, but I prefer a collard. And if we're going to do the other greens, I want all three of them then. I want a hodgepodge. So I want my mustards, my turnips, and my collards all in one. I very rarely can I just eat a mustard green or just a turnip, right?
My mom always
But
did
collards
turnips.
I can do by myself. But I like it honestly when all three are together.
My mom always did turnip and mustards together. I didn't even know they even came separate. I thought turnips and mustards was one green.
Oh, well, they're similar.
Until I was like, oh, like turnips is one green and mustards is one green. But you be like, what you cooking? Oh, some turnips, mustards. I was like, oh. I thought that was just one green.
No. You haven't had them when it's all three together?
Oh, yeah, I did that too. Because, we pull. So my mom always
Unless
had,
if it's a little piece of extra, you just put them all in.
because, we just don't throw away collard greens. Them collard greens get frozen.
Come on.
And
And
then-
even if it's only one. Listen, can we talk about how we freeze 1 cup of collard greens
Yes.
and just add that to the next batch?
Mm-hmm.
We treat it like, what is that, sourdough starter? You know how white people do sourdough starter. You just keep sourdough starter no matter what. Or what is it? Is it who does the pho? Is it Vietnamese?
I don't know.
Or is that Filipino? Vietnamese, I think. Vietnamese folks do the pho.
think so.
Yeah, pho. That's like pho, right? Like pho, you don't start from scratch. You don't make you a new stock every time. You're supposed to keep a little bit of that base to the original pho, and you put that in the new pho. It ain't pho. for you niggas out there. Don't go to these Vietnamese restaurants talking about you got some pho. It ain't pho. It's pho. Like that. It's the same concept. I think the same concept with collard greens. So I think collard greens frozen at my mama's house. Them collard greens been going forever because you just always it's at least a spoonful.
Well, you know, my mom. You know, it'd be hard times out there. So, you know, It's like, we ain't got nothing. I couldn't buy no food stamps for nobody.
Yeah.
So, you're going to have half a bag of collard greens and turnips and mustards, and we're going to mix them up.
Well, listen, you haven't had collard greens and cornbread as a meal.
Yes.
I have never. You act like that ain't a new thing. You got a lot of people on here just realized they was poor. They thought they was trying out a vegan lifestyle. No, they just go.
When was the first time you realized you was poor?
I realized it knowingly.
Yes.
I think I probably had to be an adult. Let me think. When's yours? I gotta think about it.
I think the first time I realized I was poor is when I went over one of my new friend's house to go play, and we go play in his room, and he had a bed on a bed frame.
Oh my God, I have a bed frame.
And I was like, oh shit. This nigga had a bed and a bed frame with a headboard and everything.
What you have?
Shit.
Your mattress on the floor?
Yes.
What? Why was it on the floor?
Because we didn't have no money to be in no bed frame.
It's more to this story.
No, it's not.
Or is it on a pass down? It was on a hand me down. Well, did your parents have a bed frame?
No.
Are you sure? Or are you just saying that now?
No. That's the first time I knew I was poor.
Well, I don't know. I don't have an experience like that.
So I didn't put myself all out here. Now I'm out here showing all my vulnerabilities.
No, I can't think of a situation. I think it's like, oh, you know, I knew my poverty. You know, I knew I was poor or, you know, working class. Let's say working class. Let's put some power to it. I knew I was working class when we moved like to a white neighborhood. And in Detroit public schools, we really didn't have snack time. Like I remember being able to eat snack, but in the white school I went through, like snack was a thing. Like everything paused. Everyone got 20 minutes of snack twice a day, and you would literally go into your lunch bag and create a thing. My snacks was like generic ass Nutri-Grain bars or like a generic bag of chips. White people used to come with like those name brand snacks, like them Dunkaroos, and they have like carrots and things chopped up and Tupperware, like just takeaway shit. That's when I realized I was working class. And not necessarily working class like I can't afford anything, but my parents just literally probably didn't have enough time to chop up carrots, put them in their own container, and write notes on them and send them off. I literally just got, like, you know, it'd be like Nutri-Grain, it would be like Nutriblast. Please, no, my parents, it would be Slim Flash bar. It'd just be like a protein bar that they don't have left over.
Your shit say cereal bar on it. It don't even say Nutri-Grain.
With no design.
Cereal
in
bar.
Times New Roman. What's in it?
Cereal.
Fruit snack. It wouldn't say fruit snack. What would it say? Fruit jelly.
Fruit gels.
Yeah, fruit gels. So I think those was the realizations where I was like, oh, our families have different lived experiences. Because some of their kids would have like I would say equivalent to the Pinterest moms, right? Like it just wouldn't be some carrots thrown. It wouldn't be just them wet ass baby carrots thrown in the bag. Why them carrots always so wet? It wouldn't just be that. Like it would be a whole thing. Even like their lunches, right? So I knew I was working class where I just got my own lunch, right? I'm sure I was on reduced lunch. I wasn't on free lunch, but I was on reduced lunch. But it was cheaper to do the reduced lunch instead of buying the things to make me lunch every day, right? And the kids who had a little bit more well off or their parents had more time, weren't working, right? Maybe one parent staying at home, one parent going home. Like they would buy. I mean, they would bring their lunches. Like I think that was a clear unspoken divide. The poor kids, working class kid, always had school lunch. But like the other kids would beg to get our stuff because, you know, they was giving us trash. Like pizza and raggedy ass nachos. Remember them hard ass pizzas, y'all? Remember them chicken sandwiches that niggas used to layer with mayo and barbecue sauce? Oh my God. Now I'm thinking I'm getting nauseous.
Oh my God. Them square pizzas.
Yes.
They came in a plastic bag.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. And that's a divide, right? The folks with a little more money, the parents know, to be like, oh, you don't eat that. I'll send you with this. You can get you something to eat every other week.
I was so poor. My mama became a lunch lady just so they can get the extra food to bring back.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong. You got to make it work.
Man, I always had damn square pizzas. I'm like, I don't want no more of this.
Oh, she make them at home?
No.
Oh.
She brought them home.
That's why she make them at home for dinner.
Yes.
What she eat?
The same thing.
Oh, my God. How we get here? Oh, 30-minute collard greens.
Yes.
Y'all, so I don't, my mom actually been bought it for me, but she bought me an Instapot or instant light pot. And I was like, we done had collard greens in the fridge. And I was like, dang, I really want to make some collard greens. And like I said, when I make collard greens, usually that's a Sunday morning dish, right? Like that's something that I need to let cook and go for a few hours. But Niram was like, I think you can cook them in the Instapot. I was like, I don't know. I did a quick YouTube search and all I seen was Instapot greens. And I was like, oh, I can do it. So Nyambi, honestly, I refused to read the instruction. So I literally just put all the seasoning in there and some water. And at first I had them on for like 45 minutes. And then, of course, after I put everything on the pressure cooker, I was like, let me go look at the YouTube videos. What are YouTube videos? Like, y'all, you need is 15 minutes. I was like, oh, shit. My bad. So I had to stop it. Thank goodness it was only like 15 minutes in. And I was like, oh, my goodness. Low-key, the greens probably could have stopped. If you like your greens a little more bite, all you need is 15 minutes. I like mine a little cooked till they dead. I ain't gonna lie. And I like my meat falling off the bone. Like, you can tell the meat was cooked through. It was warm. It was getting, like, you could eat it. It was tender. But it was still on the bone. You know, I like to have my ham hock, pick it up on my turkey leg or my whatever it is, and the meat just kind of fall off. It wasn't there. And so I put in another 15 minutes. Y'all know I did that pressure cooker for 30 minutes. Put the meat at the bottom, collard greens, all that type of stuff, and added a little chicken broth, chicken-based bouillon, whatever you used on there. I didn't fill it all the way up. I used it like to initially when you're doing regular greens on the stove. Do you know that in 30 minutes, them greens was like I was at the stove for 5 hours that whole day? Who don't you ever spend more than 30 minutes on no collard greens? Get you your Instapot or your Insta Light pot. Like, I don't know, you know, the generic one, ain't no wrong with the generic one either. And you make you some 30-minute collard greens. Niram, was you worried? Before you tell us if you liked them or not, what you was thinking when I told you it was like at least 5, 6 o'clock? I was like, I think I want some collard greens.
I was like, oh, for tomorrow?
I said, I think I want to make some collard greens because he hungry.
Scratch his head.
Because he hungry now. I said, well, I think, because what was the meat we had?
I don't remember.
Pork. Remember I did some slow cooked pork.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, because at first I was going to like shred and put tacos. I was like, I don't think I want to go that route. Like, I think I want soul food. I think I'll make some quick collard greens.
This means scratch my head.
You like for today or tomorrow or what day?
Oh, you going to cook collard greens for tomorrow? Scratch his head.
I said, no, I think I'm whooping together on this Instapot.
Oh. Scratch his head again. You sure that's going to come out good?
And then what happened when we doing it Niram?
And then
remember you went through all the process. What's your viewpoint on me?
I was like, and she was like 45 minutes, and I was like, baby, I don't think that's what be on that long.
Because I cut it in half. Don't pressure cook. Like if you cooking greens 2.5 hours, so I said, oh okay, that'd be about an hour, a little less. I check it a little less.
Because you got to add that pressure. You know, it's heat and pressure at once, so that it break it down faster.
Yeah.
I said, you got that pressure cooker on for 45 minutes.
And of course, I ain't read no instructions. So I had to read instructions how to do a quick release.
Shit.
It's like, shh.
I said, you over here trying to create a bomb. I ain't never heard nobody keep a pressure cooker on for 45 minutes.
You said for collard greens.
For collard greens.
For vegetables. You was like maybe a big piece of meat.
Right.
But for vegetable.
For 45 minutes.
For some spinach. For some lettuce. And then you tried it. Was you surprised? What you think? I thought it would feel like you've been cooking all day.
It did.
And the house didn't smell like collard greens, so I hit that pressure button. Didn't smell like I was cooking all day. So get y'all, as we're thinking about the holidays, especially since you can't maybe go nowhere. You don't mean you need to cook 15 pounds of greens this year. You can just get you 2 to 3 bundles, chop it up, put it in that Instant Pot or Instant Like pot, and have dinner in 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. The greens cook faster. I made some mac and cheese. That took longer than the greens.
Sure did.
And I almost didn't do it because I was hungry. Too much. So I recommend you 30-minute. Only other person I've seen cook 30-minute collard greens was my friend Nadifa. I think we told the story. I think it was like New Year's Day, and we was about to leave. Or she was like, let me make y'all dinner. And it was like, oh, cool. Like the holiday, I think she like had some catfish or something like that. Some frozen black-eyed peas she made before. And she's like, oh, I made some greens real quick. And we was like,
oh, we going to be here forever.
I don't know how she did it. That was before the Instant Pot era. I guess she used her own Instant Pot. What'd she do to them greens?
She deep fried them greens.
She did not deep fry the greens. I don't know. Actually, I need to ask her. Like, what is that?
There was a recipe when we was doing like Hello Fresh that had something like that because they gave us collard greens,
and we was like, "Here we go
again with this
bullshit." She more than so. I don't know what. But the thing is, I've had greens different ways, but it still has not tasted like stewed or boiled or stewed greens. That's what I'm saying. I can eat collard greens in different fashion, right? And even when they're bitter, right? You can mix it with like a Dijon dressing or something like that. Like you treat it like kale. But when she made them in her 40 minutes, maybe, it tastes like she cooked them for 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
and I remember everybody was scared to say something.
It's like she deep fried them.
And then she took them out another pot and put them in another pot.
Like she deep fried them, broiled them, and then boiled them.
And we all just looked.
It was like, what the fuck? And it was good as hell. It's like,
I think everybody was hesitant to take the first bite. You know, when you making your plate, we're like, she did work hard on this.
Y'all go ahead and eat. See, I can get up out of here. We're thinking, she made these damn greens in 30 minutes.
I think it was like, Nadiva, do we get something out of this pot too? Yeah, we get it all. Black eyed peas. She made the whole thing. Black eyed peas, cornbread, collard greens, and catfish.
I don't know what the hell she was doing.
To this day, I always forget to ask. Like, we laugh about it, but I'm like, but for real,
how did you make
what was that? What? You don't talk about she deep fried them. She did not have no damn deep fryer. She had pots. Anyway, also what I watched this weekend, y'all, I watched Dead Presidents. Lorenz Tate better act. Lorenz Tate. Who else was in that? Chris Tucker, Terrence Howard, Keith, what's his name? Bishop from Greenleaf was in there. When I tell you what some heavy hitters in there, and they was acting their ass off. For anybody who want a warm hug, again, it don't have the happiest endings. Often our movies don't. But if anybody watching it just gave me like a warm hug of like blackness, memories of where I was when I watched it, like just thoughts of it. They don't make black movies like this no more, do they? Like, I don't know the last time I felt such a warm hug from a black movie. Where it's like you literally wanted to get deeper into the bed. And like when there was parts where you was sad, I feel like I did release cries. I feel like they was just telling our story. What you know talking about now? Do you have any movie like that for yourself?
As of lately? Or
it can be an older movie. Or maybe just I'm older, I appreciate it so much more because I'm catching more of the nuance that I might have missed as a child.
I have a movie.
Crooklyn does it for me.
I think I don't have a movie. I have to come back and think about it, but I think it's the same way like Bernie Mac has been hitting different.
Yes. Yeah, I would say Bernie Mac will do the same thing for me. But Dead Presidents, y'all, I think it's on Hulu and Amazon Prime. Watch You Dead Presidents. It's classic. For the children who don't know about Dead Presidents, it's a movie that came out in, I think, in the late 90s, maybe mid-90s. Terrence Howard, I think it's the Hughes brothers. It was all in that era where it was like Menace to Society, wasn't it? Boys in the Hood. Like, it was that era.
Came out in 95.
Yeah. It's like in that whole era. And what it is the soldier, Anthony Curtis, who's played by Lauren Tate, returns to his Bronx home after his tour duty in Vietnam. But then it kind of turns to more of a nightmare at home where he and his friends try to find work and take care of their family. And of course, it's hard to take care of your family in this time. So what do you need to do? Right. And it's that journey of that. But it's a journey of him like starting off. It's literally on like a 5-year time frame that this movie takes place in. And I love how the beginning, like you see like Terrence Howard and Chris Tucker, like they're teenagers, right? Like they're babies. And there's like, oh my God, it's so much for the world. They're about to graduate high school and do all these things. And you could see even when Terrence was trying to figure out his character, it's like, I don't know what I want to do after high school. Isaiah Thomas was in, not Thomas, what's his? Washington was in it because he's all in that whole crew of movies too.
Yeah, Bokeem Woodbine in there.
Bokeem Woodbine. Yeah, it's like just classics in there. James Pickens Jr., the old boy who played in Grey's Anatomy as the doctor, Jennifer Lewis. Like, when I tell you this movie was riddled Clefton Powell, when I tell you Freddie Rodriguez, like it was sprinkled in there. But going back to what I was saying, like you see this journey of this young black boy trying to figure out what he wants to do, and his brother, who is Isaiah Washington, it's like, well, I'm glad you're gonna come to college with me, and Jennifer Lewis is the mom, and so she's like, I'm so proud my baby going to college, and he's like, actually, I think I'm gonna go to the military because like the person I look up to did it. Dad went. They really said it made them a man, and it made them like get clarity on where they wanted to go with their life, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. But you see him so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Then he go in that war, and then the war got to him. And he literally, I don't think we take the time, and I know we're talking about this through Veterans Day, to truly talk about the impact of what happens to our vets and our soldiers when they go over there. We have no fucking idea of what it is to be over there. And I love the scene when he comes back and Jennifer Lewis asks him, like, well, you got to tell us about what happened over there. Like, what? And he was like, oh, ain't nothing too bad going over there. You know, I just killed a few people, you know, for my country and all. And I was just like, oh, shit.
Just killed a few.
Right, like, you know, even just unpacking that, like, oh, my God. And I won't give it away of some of the stuff that happened over there, but you got different personalities who go over there. And you have to be changed. If your job, of course, is to protect our country by any means necessary, but what that means killing another human life, that's some reckoning you have to have with yourself. Like, you really, that is something you have to unpack yourself. And I just love the beautiful way they did that. And more so when they come back. Then how are our soldiers treated? And don't get me wrong, I know this is more of it's a universal problem. None of our vets, honestly, are treated how they should be, especially if they're outside of a certain rank. But that's neither here nor there. All soldiers should be. But I think especially our black and brown soldiers are at a disadvantage when they come back.
Yes.
And you just seen that, right? And then, you know, since this was in the 60s, 70s, so right before he left, you know, this area in Bronx was more of a family neighborhood. He come back, it's drug ridden. So it's a whole different energy that surrounds, and just seeing how they're trying to scratch and survive for a job. The vets shouldn't have to do that. I stand by that. Like, I just don't know. Vets shouldn't have no interest on their loans. Vets should be able to go to school free. Vets should have their own EBT WIC card so they don't got to pay for groceries ever again. Like, what vets should have their own health insurance. Like, they're very simple things that I think we all can agree that vets should get. That honestly, they should be able to just work at McDonald's and make ends meet. Like, say if that's the only thing they want to do if the only thing they want to do for the rest of their life is be at Walmart and greet people, they should have enough other perks and intricacies that they can live their life. And not only for them, those perks should extend to their family. So their family should also get the opportunity to go to college, if damn near not free, for a very discounted price. And or their family should have access to loans or reduced percentage rate when it comes to loans because of the sacrifice that their family member made. Like, that should just be duh.
Yes.
But it's not. So layer that on now, what I'm sure that's going on with racism, all the other stuff. It was just, I thought it was very interesting to pack. Of course, they tapped on, like, who war is it anyway? Is it, like, the white people just trying to control white people? Like, I think they said how they had the propaganda even in Vietnam where they was like, brown man, go home. This ain't for you. We ain't mad at you, brown man.
No.
Listen, this ain't got nothing to do with me and brown man. You lead a white man here. And how even white people like, throw that out. It's propaganda. Fake news. No, they is really against you, though. Right. And I won't go into what they did to get what they did, but they ended up to get some jail time, right? And this piece that got me, that I think the part that I cried at in the movie, was when they were in the courtroom and the judge is like, guilty, guilty, guilty. And he like, anything you got to say for yourself. And then the lawyer was like, you know, such and such is a vet and da-da-da-da. And, you know, it was very hard and he was under distress. And you know what I'm saying? And the judge had the nerve to put his hand up and say, I too did a tour in the real war and blah, blah, blah. When he said that, and then they gave him his sentence, which was a lot, Larenz Tate picked up his fucking chair and threw it at him. Like, it was the pain. Like, I could feel the pain. And, like, all the black people in the courtroom just started crying. But, like, even for the judge, not like, so I want to be like, so as a judge that has went through primary school, university, grad school, law school, being like, you think you had the same experience as this black man in a war? Like, and then that goes back to me, like, yeah, that's why they said that ain't our war, brother. Look, brown man, this ain't your war, because just that. And he told him, you not only a disservice to an American, but everyone in the Marine Corps. What? And that's when that's when Larenz Tate lost it. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Do you know who I killed, what I went through?
Right.
And, like, that's the bullshit that gets me fired up. Right? Like, white people just don't get it. Even when you literally in the trenches with someone and you're watching their back, you're back to back, and you know what it is to be in there. He still let that the systemic racism come through.
Yeah.
Still let it seep through once we back on the ground. And I just thought he did the shit out of that. Chris Tucker honestly played the fuck out of it too. He was he also went to the Army and he suffered from that Agent Orange. Do we talk a lot about how that Agent Orange had impact on our brown men?
No, we haven't.
And how that goes generational. We ain't even talk about the birth effects of it. Pairing that with some heroin use or some crack use. What that gonna then do?
Not the heroin and crack.
What that gonna do to some Agent Orange?
Nothing.
Like, it was just beautiful how they just unpacked each and every one of them. They did a little intersection with the Black Panthers. I don't think they fleshed that out well enough, but like, I got where it was going. It was just so good. I don't know what you think about Niram. Niram didn't want to watch it with me. I watched it while Niram was gone. Why you didn't want to watch it?
Where'd I go?
You was gone yesterday.
Oh. I would have watched it when I came back.
It was so good.
Who? I'm trying to figure out who produced it.
The Hughes brothers.
Oh, okay.
It told you it's the ones who. What's the movie? I always get Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society confused. So it was one of them. Like, they the crew with that. I know John Singleton did one crew, and you know what I'm saying. I confuse those movies sometimes.
John Singleton.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Black. Don't y'all take my black card, but sometimes I intermingle those movies. It don't intermingle to you.
No.
How are they separate?
Because Menace to Society and Dead Presidents had Lawrence
No,
Taylor.
not Dead President. Menace to Societies and Boys in the Hood.
Oh. Easy.
They don't feel like prequels to each other?
One had Lawrence Taylor and the other one didn't.
Did it not? I thought he was in both.
No.
Wait. Pull up Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society. Who played in which? Who's the overarching actors? You can't see. You don't know either. What is the difference between Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society?
Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
And who else is in there?
Exactly. Now pull up Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood had Ice Cube.
Okay, what's the plots? See, it gets harder.
The guy that's always like,
y'all tell me the difference between the plots.
That baby's dick.
That's in Boys in the Hood. Are you serious?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know this. Cuba said that, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
But he in there.
You sure there's not no prequel? Did they come out the same year?
Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding
Jr.,
Morris Chestnut.
This is how white people feel.
Nia Long, Lawrence Fishburne.
So ain't no
Angela
overarching.
Bassett. No. There's no.
Can we read the plot of Boys in the Hood?
Well, here you go. Here's the plot.
Okay. No, that's too long.
Okay.
Isn't it? Well, should we read the top one? It said Boys in the Hood is a 1991 American coming-of-age film directed by John Singleton. Start. Okay, Okay, go down. I guess we got to go to the plot. So it says...
Or here, let me see something.
It don't tell me. Okay, so Trey, Cuba Gooding Jr. is sent to live with his father, Furious Styles, Lawrence Fishburne, in tough South Central L.A., although his hard-nosed father instills proper values and respect in him, and his devout girlfriend, Brandy, Nia Long, teaches him about faith. Trey's friend, Doughboy, Ice Cube, and Ricky, I know I remember now, Morris Chestnut don't have the same kind of support and are drawn into the neighborhood's booming drug gang culture with increasingly tragic results. Now let's read Menace to Society.
I don't know what point you're trying to prove.
I'm not proving a point. I'm trying to seek clarity.
Oh.
What point you think I'm trying? I think they're the same movie.
They're not the same movie.
It says, after growing up in gang life in L.A. projects, 18-year-old Kane Lawson, Tyrone Turner, wants a way out. Everyone around him, including his unpredictable friend O-Dog, or this could be Doughboy,
nope.
Lawrence Tate, is trapped in their lives of crime and violence. With the help of his caring teacher and supportive girlfriend, Kane plans to leave the city for good, but a series of tragic events, Kane realized that escape is not easy. That's the same fucking movie.
It's not the same movie.
That is the same movie.
It's not the same movie.
I'm about to watch both of them after this podcast.
Okay. It's not the same movie. Y'all send us voicemails and emails.
It's the same movie.
It's not the same movie.
Nigga trying to get out. No, wait. Nigga get in projects for one reason. So one born there, one bad, and the mama sent them there. Then he trying to feel himself in the projects. Then he like, I'm trying to get out. Then like the enemy don't got the new tricks. Neither do the projects. And they hold him back. Someone dies.
It's not
in both. Guess who died?
Who?
Your friend. That's how it is. I mean, I love both of them.
Talking about O-Dog and Doughboy.
It's the same person.
It's not the same
person. Hold on. That's the double.
See? It's not the same movie.
It is the same movie.
I can't with you.
All right, but anyway, watch Dead's President, y'all. It brought me joy. Next, I've been playing on the Eat Okra app. So Eat Okra, OKRA. Y'all know that's, for y'all who don't know, It's an app that helps you find Black businesses. So it's like the Yelp for Black businesses. And I've been meaning to download it for a while, and I've been messing around, and I finally did it. So there is an app, because I know they have a website, but it'd be sometimes too much to go to the website. So you go to eatokra.com, and you can go ahead and download it. You put in your location, and all the Black-owned restaurants, reviews, and menus, and all that stuff will come up. And they have it where if you want to do like takeout or delivery or anything like that, it'll come directly to you. So I'm just... especially as we go into the holiday season, I know we a little funny about our money this season. We're being very particular on where we spend it. And I know a lot of us are committed to shopping Black owned. And that app is just another resource to help us do so. The last thing is, y'all know Oprah cooking shows came out this past weekend. Queen Oprah, when did OWN become a Black network? Because y'all remember when OWN first came out, and we all were all Black women was let down slightly. We were a little sad because I don't even remember what it was. It was nothing but white people. It was nothing but white people and Oprah.
Oh yeah, it was all them Super Soul Sundays.
And we was just like, and at the Super Soul Sunday, we wouldn't even know TD Jakes. It was like, could at least TD Jakes come through or what? It was so rough. Fast forward to 2020. I don't think Oprah got a white show on there, including her food. So maybe this was the plan all along. And when it first aired, Oprah did what she had to do because she she had to do a scheme that Todd set up for the bullshit, so they let her in. But when I tell y'all these cooking shows that come on Saturday is good, if you got the OWN app, do it. If you need to record it, all 4 of them hitting, and they mean something. My 2 favorite would be Food Fantasies. So for those who watch Food Network and the Cooking Channel, Food Fantasies is basically the best thing I ever ate, but Black people edition. For folks who don't know what that is, the best thing I ever ate or Food Fantasies is basically top chefs come from around the world, Oprah, Black chefs, and they either share with you or they make whatever the topic is. So, for example, it can be best donut, best breakfast, best boozy brunch, best drink, best cheap eat. And they either make you theirs or they take you to a restaurant where they have it. And this first episode was If Calories Didn't Count. My Lord, somebody made the Luther burger where it was donuts dipped in fried chicken. Lord help us. Somebody made, which I'm more on, these oxtails that was so over the top. It was like these oxtails with Gouda grits.
Gouda grits.
Yes, and like this sauce and butter. It was just...
I can't wait to put some sugar on those.
Oh my God, it was just so good. So I personally enjoyed Food Fantasies. The other show that I really, really enjoyed was called Tanya's Kitchen. So it's actually Chef Tanya is actually out of Oakland, and she's the lead chef at the Brown Sugar Kitchen. So when the outside opening, y'all come out to San Francisco and you're trying to support Black owned, it's hard to do that in San Francisco because it ain't a lot. But if you cross the bridge and head to Oakland, that's where we be at. And you try out Tanya, I think it is Tanya Brown, called the Brown Sugar Kitchen. I think that's what it is. But it's in Oakland off Broadway. She has a cookbook too. She specializes in like elevated soul food. And what I liked about her food was first of all bomb, but it was this sense of, I'm sorry, her name is Tanya Holland. Her food is just like elevated soul food, but really, really in a non-contentious way. Because I think sometimes when people talk about elevated soul food, people get very pretentious about it. And it's like, sis, what is this? Like, you losing the heart and soul of what you're doing. But it truly is about that. Listen, girl, she made these bacon scallion biscuits. My Lord.
Sounds amazing.
And you know what she did? She said, and if you're watching your waist, she did a salmon wrapped collard green. No, she did a collard green. No, yeah. Salmon wrapped. No. Collard green wrapped salmon. Where it was, because she's also formally trained, right? So she learned how to cook like from her elders, of course, soul food. But she was formally trained. Is it Le Cordon Bleu? Is that the one that's in Paris?
Yes.
Like met Julia Child, like that whole thing. Formally French trained, so she combined it. And one of the method is, I don't know how to say it in French, but you know, I'd be like in cooking, I read cooking books, so I'm familiar with it. It's basically when, in the French has a technique when they cook fish, but wrapped it in parchment paper. And you like poach the fish in like butter or cover it in butter and the vegetables, and you put it in paper and you like steam it, and it makes the fish really, really buttery and delicate. She did that same method, but she used stuff we like, salmon and collard greens. So instead of the parchment paper, she used the collard green, and then she used salmon and she wrapped it in like this butter, and then she cut it. And I was just like, bitch. Like she just did that. And next to that, like she's this brown woman, middle-aged, I would say, beautiful skin. And you ever just seen someone who just walks with energy? Like, Miriam, can you even just look at the pictures of how she just carries herself? How would you describe that? Like, she just carries herself like
Just joy and like
joy, sophistication. And what it is, she had her friend come over, and I forgot her name was Miss Betty, and she literally had on like these gazelles with a huge afro, and she had like rings on every finger. Her friend brought a glass of champagne. They're drinking champagne out of like coupes and not flutes. And it was just a moment as a brown girl to see like these elegant black women on television talking about food, drinking champagne.
Were they carefree or careful?
Carefree, skin, and of a particular age, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about 20-somethings. I'm not even talking about 30-somethings. But to see 40-plus-year-old women, black women, loving on each other, looking good, eating good, sharing their stories. That's me blowing cigarettes, living life, sharing life stories, smelling like Chanel No. 5 and cocoa butter, hair soft. It was just a whole sophistication and mood that made me want to level up. Like it made me like, bitch, I need me a whole farmhouse table so I can make collard green wrapped salmon for my friends, and we drink champagne out of coupes glasses. So if she was selling the lifestyle, it was a lifestyle. So those are my two favorite. Don't get me wrong, all of them are cute, but the ones that I know I'm coming back to for good, appointment television, is that. The other two were nice too. Also, I think they had particular audiences. So I think one was called Trey Gray. This is out there for all the folks who taking care of home, family, kids, and elders. And what she do, she is a ball of energy. Like she just came off the screen. Like soon as she came off the screen, she feel like the friend that you want to laugh, slap hands for. You could cheat a friend who got kids. She balancing kids, work, answering your phone as a friend, got their side bits, like that type of friend. You know what I'm saying? And she also has her two boys in there, 17 and like 4 or something in there. Now that's the highlight. And what Trey Gray focuses on is how do you make food quick and accessible for your family? So as I just said, I like my collard green wrapped salmon. You might not want to take that to your 5-year-old or your granny, right? Like that might not bang for them.
Oh, so she's like a black version of Rachel Ray.
Basically. And it's like, that might not bang for them. You know, where Nyambi at in my life, that bang for me. But that ain't gonna bang for your 5-year-old, right? Like, and so that's what she does, is really talk about how do you make food fun, quick, and accessible, and keep it semi-healthy when you can. And like ball of energy, good. Like what she cooked was, that's how I know she was doing kids. She was like, for the kids, she did like hot Cheeto chicken tenders.
Oh my God.
Hot Cheeto crusted chicken fingers. And then like for the grown-ups, I think she did like this cornmeal cheddar and crusted waffles like with bacon or something like that. She said, so when the grown-ups see them red Cheeto ones, what you gonna get them ones with the waffle, and it's okay. Right? Like, so that was her energy. And it was cute, right? I think it's called like Trey Gray's Kitchen or something like that. It was cute. It was good. But again, I don't got to make my food accessible. I just like good food. I have no doubt that her recipes are just good. But I'm like, I don't want hot Cheetos on my chicken. But if you got some babies, that would be good, and some of the other stuff.
But you like Cheetos, though.
I do, but I like them separate. And then the last one is called, her name is Lovely Bites, I think it's called. And it's this younger girl. Actually, I think she's probably closer to our age. It's like a 30-something. She gives me first apartment. No, actually not that. She gives me, this is the first house I ever bought. I'm now going to have all my girlfriends over for brunch. She gives me, like, food's good, right? Like, she just gives me, like, rose water guava champagne, and it's just like, yeah, I bet it's good, but girl, I just take some orange juice. Like,
do I need rose water?
Like, it's the rose water. It's like a tinge too much, but you will like it because that's that girlfriend who like, and she has like purple hair, right? Like all this stuff. Like she real cool. Like she seems like that type of the girl. So like different energies. Like she's literally hitting all the demographics and age groups and what people will be interested in. And I like hers too. But again, like I think it's because the stage, that's what's called Lovely Bites. I think I'm at the stage where I'm just trying to elevate, and I'm trying to get to that 40 stage and really figure out like what that means. I think that's what I'm more given towards Tanya. Can you even tell from like the word, or what is this called? Miriam's looking at the webpage. The way that it's
like even the what's the name?
What?
covers.
So how would you describe from looking at the covers?
You can tell this is definitely for like a young
20s, 18s, 20s, early 30s, maybe.
I think she's like an in-betweener, and this is like sophisticated.
Like sophisticated black.
Yeah. So this is like Puck. What's his name? Wolfgang.
Oh, okay.
She like
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Triple D.
Who the B-Flay?
We ain't got B-Flay yet.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's like B-Flay because she's classically trained.
That's true. Yeah.
Her is like Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
Because like those quick meals.
Yeah, she's all about Trey Grace, all about like quick, easy, family friendly. If you got a family or you cooking a lot of food for people, Trey Grace is the way to go. Like she said, my food ain't gonna take none of 30 minutes. Because she even talked about, she's like, I remember when I got my show, like I told her how much time I need. She said 10 minutes. How long my food got to take? So she that crew.
So that's definitely like Rachel Ray. Because you know Rachel Ray is all about cooking
fast food, quick. Yeah.
And then Lovely Bites. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, but she's cute.
Yeah.
Like she's the thing where I'm like, or she's like the one. She's like Ina Gardner. You like Ina Gardner? Like just go get some Madagascar vanilla. Nothing else but Madagascar would do. You like what?
Where do I get
find
that?
Madagascar? Like,
Do I have to go to Madagascar?
Can I just get
it?
Trader Joe's vanilla? Like that type of thing. So actually watching that brought me a lot of joy, and it will be in rotation every week. I encourage y'all to put that in rotation every week for you too. Oh my goodness, how long have I been talking? Nero.
Love is ever evolving.
Peace.
So what's going on with me? You know, Niram on his business stuff. Niram is on his CEO founder type of vibe. So I ain't really had much to really do much to do about.
What?
I really had much to do much to do
Niram
about.
is old.
So you know, I've been on my planning phase, planning for 2021. You know, working on this book proposal and so on and so forth. So like, my life is really relatively boring.
Not
Yesterday,
boring. What is it called? When you're focused.
I'm focused, not entertaining.
Deliberate.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm working on this book proposal. I done got another section done. So that's sent out to the editor. And this is going well. One of the things I've been bullshitting, well, not necessarily bullshitting, but like avoiding to do is the annotated.
Oh my God, you haven't finished that yet?
The annotated table of contents.
Are you kidding me? Why?
The reason why I didn't do it is because like I knew we was gonna do this team sync or like this team meeting, and we was gonna come up with like a bunch of ideas, and I didn't want to like get that going, and then like I wanted to take some of the ideas from there.
Yeah.
So working on that. Let's see. I got photo shoot. Had another bomb ass photo shoot. Doing my golden hour, and getting on my golden hour pictures and things of that sort. And then another thing is that I've been I had a team sync with all my VAs. So that was interesting.
You did a sprint or what you do?
Yeah, a sprint, team sync, badass meeting, whatever you want to call it, or a planning meeting. But basically what it was, and how I proposed it to them is that, hey, 2021 is coming up. It's coming very fast. We don't know what COVID, we kind of know what COVID is going to have for us. People are getting fatigued. How we're going to keep people entertained and motivated, inspired, so on and so forth. Okay. And I was like, the other thing is that I'm also in the process of writing this book proposal. So if you know anything about me, I have a very obsessive behavior. So when it comes to me getting like very focused on this, like I'll work on this damn book proposal until it's done. And like y'all won't hear from me for 3 months, and I don't need that to happen because when I look up, I'm like, well, what the hell is going on with the company? So, like, let's get together, let's start planning, let's think about what we're working for the year,
to keep moving,
so on and so forth. Like, let's come up with ideas, let's come up with themes, let's come up with all of this, so we can just get all of this stuff together. So, I had a 3-hour meeting with them. It was very insightful, we did some icebreakers. We did a lot of, we did like a silent meeting where, after I gave them where I'm trying to go and gave them the vision.
Folks be liking them silent meetings.
They do.
Go ahead, the vision. You should explain if people don't know.
Yeah, so I gave them the vision. So I talked about for 45 minutes, just giving them the vision, like, this is where I'm trying to go. This is where we at. These are the things I need. Let the people who are also a part of it. So like people who's, the young lady that's a part of my app and like helping with that as far as like community management, letting her speak, letting the editor who edits like my emails, let her speak to talk about like what are the things that they need to like be successful. And then we spent 1 hour Almost like an hour, 30 minutes actually. No, it was like an hour. I'm working like silently. So we turned off our cameras on Zoom, and we just got on a Word doc, and there was like different prompts like ideas, themes, different stuff we want to talk about, as far as like blog posts, podcast ideas, so on and so forth. And we did that for like an hour, and we had like 17 pages worth of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, like that was a good thing. And then we just did like a retro where, you think about it, talk about any other themes you came from it, just first step type stuff. And the next step is to actually look at it, look through all of that stuff, come up with some themes, and like have another meeting to like solidify and prioritize. So, that went well. And then I had another golden hour photo shoot. And like the thing is that I'm working. Mm-hmm. COVID is not, I feel like COVID has definitely slowed us down, but it's not stopping us. So I'm in a point now where I'm just trying to get as much work done during these downtimes.
Yes.
So COVID is happening. Hit up my homeboy who's a photographer, and it's like, hey, like I want to have at least 5 photo shoots with you between now and the end of the year. Yeah. Like my goal. And he's like, well, what's your goal? Like my goal is to have like over 2,000 photos of me doing everything, anything and everything that you can think of, just so I can have these pictures like in a repository.
Yeah.
So like if an assistant come up and say, hey, I need you have a picture of you doing push-ups or planks or sit-ups and things of that sort, I can go say, hit the repository, you'll see a picture.
Yep.
So like just getting that stuff together and just working, like,
yeah.
And the thing is, it takes a lot of work, and some days I just come back spent. Like yesterday, I came back spent. Like after doing that meeting, spending time prepping with it, doing the photo shoot, I came back spent. So
yeah,
relax. Naomi was mad at me for a bit.
So you got to do it, huh? You gotta bring it. You gotta.
He's mad at me for.
Go lay it in the streets. Lay it low and wide.
I ain't gonna lay it out long. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lay it low and wide in the streets.
And then the other thing is that I woke up this morning and I was like, "Hey, baby, you want to get some brunch?"
Knowing I'm supposed to be losing weight, y'all. I lost some weight too. I ain't gonna say what it is. I'm gonna let you know when I hit a certain goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm literally 4 pounds away from a goal, and I think I added them this weekend.
Y'all hear that?
Look, let me do mine. Oh, I ain't got no ice in it. I'm just drinking.
So I'm kind of I'm floating.
Neeram haven't even drank half his drink. Between Nia, Neeram, ain't nobody in my life can hold a drink, including myself. If anybody want to get us, they don't got to drug us, honey. They're just going to give us a glass of champagne.
Look.
And we on the ground.
A couple shots of tequila, and that's it.
And we just taking out the game. Did they get Ruby? Just had 2 shots.
So, just enjoying that and just really just getting focused. I think the main thing is like 2021 is coming. It's not waiting for nobody. So if you're a content,
waiting for Biden.
No.
Okay.
So if you're a content creator, if you trying to do something, whatever, like now's the time to like get after it, and really just get after it. Because if not, like you're gonna look up and it's gonna be 2021. You're not gonna even know what the hell going on.
Yeah, me and Nia was talking about this. Right? It's not. It's about almost doing the least when it comes to making ends meet. So I feel like it's doing the least for others. Not in a shady way. Meaning, you got to do the least in your job to make sure you get paid and stuff like that, right? But doing the most for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it is time to do the most for yourself and the least for, like, the other bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, it is not time to go 110 at your work. It's your time at work just to get what you're going to need to do and then log off so you can live your life. Yeah. But it's time to do the most for yourself.
And I think that's the main thing, right, is that...
Or your family, like, you whatever that is. And it's time to be inwardly focused.
And just really just trying to focus on that. Because I was like, like, I think I do want to, pursue a modeling career. Like, let me get a portfolio.
Say it again. Look what Near want to do, y'all. Get manifested.
Pursue a modeling career, I want to be, a fat black man signed to Wilhelmina. Why not?
Hey, they're looking for you.
So, like, let me get these pictures. Let me get some photo shoots. Let me practice poses. Like, let me get that stuff together. Let me create content. Let me write.
Trying to be on that Fenty at Savage.
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Trying to have my black ass up there, or like any of that stuff. Like I want my Ivy Park box to come. They finally hitting it up where they getting all the plus size and all the BBWs.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to do that.
I need them to go ahead and call my BBW ass too. My
BBM.
BBC ass up there.
What is the C?
Oh, wrong.
That's not what you want. You talking about Pornhub. You talking about Pornhub now. And it ain't nothing wrong with that either.
You know.
But that's a different care package.
My king size ass up there. Right?
BBM.
BBM.
No, you talking about BBC. Nasty nigga done told on itself. Told on itself.
But like the thing is it's really time. It's your time to get it and get out there and do it, right? Mm-hmm. And like
for yourself, though.
And for yourself.
For yourself.
And
like that is the key. I think people are throwing themselves into stuff, but it has nothing to do with themselves. Mm-hmm. And that's the redirection that I want folks to focus on. Like, not for other people,
but for
yourself. What are you throwing yourself into for you? And it may have financial benefits, but it's not. Or not, but it's about how is it going to fill you up, and this is the time to do that filling up. Because best believe when that vaccination open and America open, because America will open their doors because they believe in racism and capitalism. Mm-hmm. Oh, you best believe they will open these fucking doors. Okay, them jobs, everybody else gonna ask you to be on 100 because they gonna say you've been at home.
You've been at home
for
all
a year
time.
At home. Why ain't you fucking pick up knitting there, bitch? Don't you bring that knitting ball in here? Like, listen.
So
we will go back to some area of normalcy in the next year or so. And I know a year sounds crazy long, but we gonna blink and we gonna be talking about y'all 2021, the winning came. Mm-hmm. We gonna be saying the same shit.
New year, new me.
New year. Well, I stopped saying that. New year, same me.
So, but that's what it really comes down to, right? And I don't know how many times I need to say it or who needs to hear it. Like, now's your time.
I don't care if it's just working on puzzles. Like, if you have a fantasy to just work on just do that at least. Mm-hmm. Like, that was what I'm scared people not leaning into.
Like, do what you need to do to make you sane.
Yeah.
But also, like, during these times, creators create, and if you're a creative, like, you should be creating.
Yeah.
Like, to get through your pain, to get through like whatever you're working through. Like, these are the times that we're like literally living through history.
Yep.
So create, and like don't let this shit stagnate you.
I agree.
And this is what's coming down to, right?
A weekend, even a month is okay to just be, but a whole year is not.
No.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is that, like, my motto always has been like, just be doing shit. Mm-hmm. So I remember in my meeting and being like, you know, like I bring y'all on here and like this is like y'all all have specialties on like why you are here, because I'm good at certain things, but I'm not good at everything, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know, when it comes to that, like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'll be the quick one to say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just be doing shit and I get paid for it.
Yeah.
So like, I can be doing shit in a different way. I can be doing this shit in an efficient way. I can be doing this shit in a way that's like more engaging, enlightening, inspiring, educational. But right now I'm just doing shit. Mm-hmm. And it seems to work. Like I'm just throwing shit. I'm just throwing paint against the wall.
Yeah.
Like I would like to throw paint against the wall and really figure out like how this paintbrush is going to do something to create art.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. And other than that, your boy Tipsy. Like this brunch spot, I tell you, they got a nice little strong pour.
The drinks be about $13.
Man,
but they have at least a pint.
I
of
am
alcohol.
Floating.
They at least have a pint of alcohol per.
I'm
drink.
Floating, and they be having fresh orange juice and shit in it.
So that's what throw you off.
Yes.
And then by the time you get to the bottom, you be like, "What the hell?"
What the hell?
And then you wake up 2 hours later. Confused.
We got some pillow talk. We doing shout out Monday. What we doing?
We doing everything. We doing a shout out Monday. Or we gonna do a shout out Thursday.
I think we got a lot. We need to do shout out Monday just in case a lot of stuff coming on Thursday.
What you mean just in case? That's a blessing.
That's what I said. Just in case.
Well, we're gonna do some quick things. Mm-hmm. Y'all watch Iyanla with Lunel. I don't got no last name. I thought it was a good episode.
I didn't get through it yet.
I didn't feel like it was exploitative at all because there was a little tea coming early at the end of the week where I guess Lunel got her own stuff on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet. I need to. And she's saying things may not have went the way it went. Maybe that was just, what is it called? Clickbait. Maybe she's going to be like, oh, it didn't go the way it went because change is hard, but I'm glad I went. So maybe Lunel do come out and say that. Mm-hmm. But you know, old messy Wendy. I don't know how Wendy talk about anybody. Where she got all types of rumors swirling about her and the way she stumbled into that chair. But they said it was something, and she had Iyanla on her show, and she asked Iyanla. She's like, Lunel was a pleasure, so was her daughter. We hit some hard truths. I think they on their way, but she said, I don't sign up to like give you the happy ending. I signed up. I come to help disrupt patterns, and often that hurts, and that's uncomfortable. So If Luenell got something she done lived through, that's valid.
Mm-hmm.
Iyanla be the GOAT. Do y'all also know this is Iyanla last season?
That makes me sad.
She said she done with you niggas. She said she be over here saving souls, and then you get people like Bucky and Neffy who gonna then come together and create a YouTube channel talking about how they been hurt. How Iyanla hurt them, knowing they've been hurt since childhood. I know Iyanla can't take it. So
I wonder what she's gonna do next.
what she said, well, she answered that. She said she's not gonna do anything and she's gonna be. She said she's been doing for the last decade. She said, "What?" Oh, she always got something. She said, "I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be a good grandmother. I'm gonna be, a good partner.
Let me see how many books she got going out.
Oh, she releases one every 2 years, so I'm sure she'll have one more to put the icing on it, and then maybe do like a little book tour and go sit down when the outside open. But she has been healing souls for a while. Like how long? Iyanla's 67.
Oh yeah, she is up
So it's about time for her to go ahead and what? You almost say graduate. It ain't no wrong with a retirement and getting paid a lot of money, a 5-figure to do a good speech.
there. Yeah, she been up there because she did open masterclass. She had Fix My Night. Oh, she been doing Fix My Life since 2012.
Yeah.
She had her own little TV series.
She not new to this, true to this. She just got
Starting
popular,
over.
I would say the last decade.
Yeah, I remember I bought you her book years ago, like 2004.
Yeah, so like she been doing this.
Shit, how many books she got? Oh, I'm
Now
trying
she
to
do got a lot of books.
Man, 1, 2, 3.
Did you
4,
say
5,
man?
6,
You
7,
silly.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, look, I need to get some of these old ones. It's called Interiors Are Black Woman's Healing in Progress. The Book of Faith, the Spirit of a Man.
This woman in put out 21 books. She working.
Yep.
Oh, Ilana got that book. Yeah, she about ready to retire.
Why not? That's what I'm saying.
She
Why
said-
wouldn't she want to retire?
She said she finna retire and collect her Social Security.
That's Social Security. Did you say she go collect her Social Security?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I ain't mad at her. I think she doing the dang thing. But Luenell was on there. I thought it was a great episode. I think what it did was it explored motherhood a little bit, in daughters and their relationships and the idea of passing down drama. Also, what was beautiful to me is this idea that Iyanla kept going back to, that you all have to see each other as humans and adults. Like you need to be upfront about. She was telling Luenell's daughter, like, you can't look at her as mama. You need to look at her like this is a grown-ass woman with some grown-ass woman experiences, and then how would you process through it, right? She said the same thing to Luenell. This is no longer your little daughter, right? This is a grown woman who has some lived experience, and you need to talk to her as such. So it was just some beauty in that, because I think sometimes it's hard to get that to that other point, especially in the Black community. I think that's really hard, because I think sometimes we remain children forever. I was even talking to some cousins, and we were talking about as their parents, they're getting to a particular age and like boundaries and the importance to set up boundaries. And one cousin was like, well, how do you even, I can't even tell them no. Like, how do you just tell them not to come over? Or, cause they like have a home and like the parent would just not come up unannounced. And I was like, do you go to her house unannounced? And she's like, no, I got to call them, text them, tell them I'm on my way. Something, right? Are you home? Can I stop through? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a surprise or something. I was like, well, why that same respect ain't extended?
Right.
Cause it's different if you just roll up. Right, if you just rolling up too, that's the expectation you done set then. Like, ain't no boundary. But if you got to call, text, email, and then they just roll up, like, that's about boundary setting and them seeing you as a whole developed woman. And I think just in the Black community, we don't do. But I'm your mother, and I also a grown woman.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Nira?
Yes.
I know you watched it.
I watched some of it, but I do believe like you need hard set boundaries, and you need to understand and see them there like a realized individual.
Yeah, I think that's the piece. Like, how do you get parents or even children, vice versa, to see each other as adults? Like, how do you get the kids who are always blaming their parents for everything? Don't get me wrong, the parents probably did do some harm, but when do you step back, zoom out, and be like, but they was just a human. They was just a man. They was just a woman doing the best they could at that time, and they did not have the tools and resources to give me what I needed. And opposite, right? Mm-hmm. As the parent, when do you be like this, a fully realized adult? I did the best that I could do, but I have to own that the best I could do might not have been enough, and it has impact on them. Like, how do you zoom out, both of you, and be more mature enough to have that conversation? Because that's the conversation that's going to get you to healing.
Years of therapy.
And when Iyanla said that, I wanted to do a slow clap. I was like this.
Years of therapy. Because you just can't do it like off the street.
Yeah.
Like, you need therapy. You need to unpack this shit. You need years of unpacking, getting encouragement, doing the work.
Yeah. But like the way that Iyanla broke it down, I was like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in that way, in both of those truths, whoever was the victim or whoever was in pain, they get that the ability to be seen, heard, and affirmed, right? But also the person who may have inflicted the pain or stood by while the pain was inflicted, they also can stand up and be a whole human and know that you can make mistakes. And that does not make you a horrible person. And you can come on the outside of it.
Right.
Right, like that is just where the beauty was in like just hearing Iyanla, honestly, even week after week, like that is her reoccurring thing with people. Like this is a whole human. What happened to you, but can you step out yourself to see the broader picture? That people a lot of times just are not equipped with the things they need.
Right.
They're not equipped with the things they need to love you. And are you okay with that? And then the TT that got me was what Iyanla, I guess she was asking Luenell and her daughter, like, you know, do y'all have a good relationship? What do you think? And both of them was like, yes, we have a very good relationship. Like, we love each other. We're there for each other, all those things. And Iyanla was like, tell me more, unpack it. And then she took Iyanla, you know, she did Iyanla, you know, when she be hopping. Mm-hmm. You know how she be walking and she be walking. She said, oh, okay, y'all
Boy,
good relationship. I got these niggas. They got good relationships.
They got good relationships.
And she was like, you got such a good relationship. How is there shame, hurt, lie, dismissive, abandonment, feeling of her, you know, Iyanla, she going down the list. All these things occurring in a good relationship. What it sounds like is y'all play roles. But that does not mean, just because you playing a role does not mean you have a good relationship.
Ooh.
It's like you playing the role of a mother and the role of a daughter, but you do not have a mother-daughter relationship. Don't confuse that. And I was like, Jesus, I almost threw my remote control across the floor.
Oh, you say the one when even Bucky, when he was like, oh, y'all got a good relationship. What's his favorite food?
Yeah.
What's his favorite color? And the mama was stuttering.
The mama, what, do they know mine? Shut up. Again, and when she laid it out, she said, y'all play the role of a mother. You play the role of a daughter, but you do not have the relationship of a mother and a daughter. Those are two separate things. You can play a role all day. And she was going on the thing since Luenell was an entertainer, this idea of wearing those masks. You know, the mask of comedy and drama.
Tragedy.
Tragedy. These just masks. These just roles you playing. That just hit me. What do you think about people playing roles and having real relationships?
You know,
I think that's the key. People think they got relationships, but you're just playing a role.
Some of our listeners right now playing roles.
Who playing the role?
Playing role at home.
Shh. Don't play the role of a wife or a husband or a friend.
Right.
Roles and relationships are two different things. And when Iyanla said that, I said, that's enough. I don't need her to come on the rest of the season.
You said that's it.
Because I wrote it in my damn journal. Ooh. I stopped what I was doing.
And wrote it on down.
And wrote it down. Roles versus relationship. Which one are you doing? And why? Because it's the reason you're in that. And I don't know, that touched my spirit. But that's it. You got anything else about Iyanla? I won't spoil it because y'all know I say I do spoilers. It's a good episode, but it wasn't poison. It wasn't toxic. It wasn't anything to be embarrassed about. Like, you know, some people be like, oh my God, Iyanla. No, it was truth. Like, it was real. I love to see Luenell like that. She is one of the goats of comedy, even as just a black woman. It's great to see other black women and be like, fuck, I'm hurting, or I tried the best I can do, and now I'm trying to make it better. I can say when I was wrong. Like, I think it's just powerful, and it made me even more of a fan of Luenell to come on there. Personally. So I'm gonna listen to her YouTube response while I'm at work this week. But honestly, she had to say nothing. Like, honestly, she could have just came out and be like, you know, I just didn't want to. I think it goes with her brand. Like, I'm transparent. I ain't never had nothing. If I knew me and my daughter was going through that, ain't need me to do this behind the scenes. Where Iyanla, the queen of healing niggas, I might as well go to her. I want to be healed. I'm a nigga. Like, I just think that easily could have been Luenell's response, and I'd be like, yeah.
She the queen of healing niggas.
What you say?
I want to be healed and I'm a nigga.
Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would have been just an adequate response from Luenell. And everybody was like, yeah, I get it. Right?
Right.
We're going to go into this COVID we've been putting off for weeks.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's get this topic out of the way.
Why is all the celebrities having parties? What's really good? What's going on? And then they gonna mess around and come out 3 weeks later talking about they had COVID.
I know the Kardashian clan had COVID.
And then they go back and do these celebrations, and then they come back. Like, what is this cycle celebrities are doing? Like, you can literally pinpoint, yeah, Kanye did say he have COVID, and then Kim and them be all together
So they had COVID
at a house, and then they'll
Chloe had COVID.
and then they'll like rent a beach house, and they'll be trapped. Then Kim just have her 40th birthday party. Then Cynthia just have her wedding, and them niggas was in there. Them shields don't work. Y'all know that, right? Them shields are black aesthetic. Have you noticed that? Them clear,
Which ones?
just the clear shields. Have you seen people with the glasses, but they don't have a mask on?
Oh,
I'm like, you have to have a mask on.
yes. You need some type of filtration.
With the shield, like the plastic shield ain't gonna block nothing but like rain.
Right.
Like, it's too thick.
Not even that. Like it is.
I mean, it's not gonna catch it. Like it's only gonna catch thick stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna catch big stuff. Like it's gonna catch like,
If I sneeze.
or if you sneeze, or if you hock and spit.
Yeah.
But like it ain't gonna catch the droplets.
Me just breathing. Like me just talking now
Right.
has droplets coming out. It's not gonna catch that.
No, you need some filtration for that.
And that's all they had at Cynthia Bailey wedding.
Oh my god.
Like, and again, I'm trying not, I shouldn't even say names. I shouldn't have picked on people. But like, you've been seeing these large gatherings, and I'm talking about over 50, y'all. Honestly, celebrities, anything over like that 20 to 50 mark is too many. Anything kind of under that under 20 mark, you can kind of get rapid fire COVID test. You know what I'm saying? It's something you can do. They got these big homes. But I'm talking about events.
Shit, I keep going back to Dave Chappelle. How the fuck Dave Chappelle and his bumfuck ass
Get
town
instant
of
test.
Ohio doing rapid testing?
What I call it, instant test. Yeah.
How the fuck he getting that?
And why Dave Chappelle the only celebrity saying he's doing this? I feel like David Chappelle does his events and he'd be like, you have to get tested. But all the other celebrities is living their life.
Right.
They're talking about we social distancing. I said, that ain't
enough.
is not enough.
Shit.
Not
because
one case is this over
look,
100,000 a day.
That ain't enough because when somebody in your circle say that you got it, they got it, your ass gonna be panicking. I told you, I cussed out my fucking friend so damn tough.
They're about to relive it.
And I was wearing a mask and we was social
Thank
distancing.
God.
And that nigga talking about he got it. I had to cuss that nigga the fuck out.
But imagine if you was wearing a shield.
Right. Well, imagine if I was wearing a punk ass face shield.
You'll be having
I know, bring it back home to my woman and
Oh
dog.
my God. And then Mabel got it. Jesus.
Now Mabel got a dry cough.
All that to being said, holidays and COVID, y'all, Niram and Naomi don't often like to put the hammer down. This might be the year to stay home. What you think, Niram? This might be.
Please.
This gonna be the year. And if you don't stay home, you need to limit it. It can't be more than 5-6 people there, y'all. Right. That's even too much. Only reason I said 5-6 people because you can at least limit by the amount of niggas who get it.
Well, that's the thing. 3 couples. That's
it. That's too many, honestly.
3 households.
But at least you can limit it. Then you can track it, right? Like then you can be like, all right, now we're going back to our areas and we're gonna just stay in our own bubble for the next 2 weeks to make sure we don't get nothing. Then after the 2 weeks, we can go out to the world, right? But if any of us get it in the next 5 to 14 days, that mean all of us got it. And people not doing that.
No.
And y'all, these cases are surpassing 100,000 a day. California has surpassed, 1 million cases. Hang on a little longer. We almost there. I truly do believe that summer next year, spring, it will be a new ball game. Is it going to be eradicated? No, but I do think it's going to be a little bit more normal, and us going outside and traveling in safe areas and vaccines being distributed. But y'all, trust and believe, the whites might not be saying this. It's about to be a long, hard winter.
Sure is.
And don't let you and yours fall victim to it because we couldn't share a ham hock over Christmas and Thanksgiving this year. Let's give it a break. Let's just slow it down this year. I told you I even did the compromise. Have, would you say 3 couples? 2 couples. And that's it. And y'all got to, before and after, you have to isolate. Yeah. You have to wear your mask. But
and get tested.
Gone are the days where we cannot do, this year, we cannot do a big old blowout at Big Mama's house. Nor can we come and go to, because a lot of people go to multiple houses, visit multiple families. Nah.
No going to
this
the club.
Year, oh my God, not the day after Thanksgiving.
Because, Black Friday is a good clubbing time too.
No, like that, just this year. Black Friday, do it online. Do not go in them stores this Black Friday. Do not get up at 5 a.m. Go to sleep. You can set your alarm. You can get on your computer. Don't do it the other way. This real talk. I know y'all ain't ready. We not going home for Thanksgiving. We're going to look at the cases in mid-December to see if they rising, falling, or it might be a shelter in place. We might not be able to go nowhere.
Right. So get your toilet paper.
So don't
Get your
clear
paper
out the store,
towel.
but casual.
Just
Because the white people ain't come to reckoning with it yet. They ain't going to go until it's a shelter in place.
Right.
Just
So-
casually.
So casually, when you leave out the house, go get a roll of toilet paper here.
Yep. Get you a canned bean.
Roll of paper towel here.
Yep.
Stock up on that freezer. Get some greens. Get some of your favorite stuff.
Yep.
Just here and there. You ain't got to go.
Crazy, no. Because it's only a few more months. I think we literally got about 6-7 more months of this. I know that sounds a lot, but we can get through it. Also, Nia and I even was talking about this. It's time to stack up on things that you love and make you happy in your house. So if you got an Amazon wish list, maybe it's time to set a budget aside to buy one thing off of it every month. Just to bring you joy. So you have something to look forward to while you're in the house.
Yes.
Because guess what? We're going to be in the house. We're going to be in the house till the next spring.
Get your office chair.
Get you a good office chair.
Good old office chair.
Don't buy the IKEA one.
No. Get you a good one.
Because you're going to be there.
Because you're going to be there.
If you're an essential worker, get you some good shit.
Yes.
Get you good masks.
Good mask.
Get you good the shields for your face, the good ones. Invest in it. Invest. Get you the things that hang. Get you the sanitizer you like, so you enjoy the smell. Don't get the scent. Stop buying the hand sanitizer you hate smelling every time you put it on.
Smell like vodka and shit.
Stop doing that. If that don't bring you joy, you're going to have to go deep to find the joy. Because I'm going to tell you what they ain't tell you. It's going to be a long, cold winter.
Because what Naomi don't know, I just bought us some new face masks as well. They should be coming soon.
What they look? Oh my God! Nirm just showed me.
So it's a UVC mask. So it filtrates pathogens, smoke, pollution,
Everything.
and leaf.
My
all
God.
at once.
My Lord.
And it's battery powered.
Oh my!
And it's 10 times more effective than the N95.
This is what you bought
Yeah.
for this price.
No.
Oh, okay.
I bought for a
That
couple.
one.
I bought this.
Good. It's
So-
beautiful. But I just want to say that y'all can send it in if y'all got things to say, or if you want to unpack, or if there's more stuff you want to, whatever. But we're gonna have to be home. That is Nirm and Nyambi's viewpoint. Nirm, you got some closing thoughts on that?
Stay your ass at home. I know it's gonna be tough. That's why we got Zoom and all these other things.
We're gonna go through the
FaceTime.
end of the year, y'all. You're gonna have you some podcasts. We finally got somebody on the board. We got a VA to help us. She gonna be reaching out to people. Sir Jeffrey, Julian, all y'all here. We really gonna make this roundtable happen because we got somebody else on board to help us and to organize ourselves. So we're gonna have some good shit for y'all.
Yeah.
And we want to have this good shit. So in 2021, when outside finally open, we taking a 2-week break because we just gonna be outside.
Shit, if not at an island somewhere.
We just gonna be outside.
Because I'm trying to get Naomi to go to Tulum, but that ain't gonna happen. What was
I'm not
that
going to
place that
Tulum.
was like for $30,000 you can stay there for?
That was Maldives.
Anybody want to go to the Maldives?
Yeah, the Maldives have it at this resort where you pay $30,000 and you get unlimited stays and breakfast. That seems about right. It's one of their like luxury. What are those called? Are they called bungalows? Where it's over the water, where you basically get one of the bungalows or suites for an entire year plus unlimited breakfast for $30,000. What does this mean? I gotta pay out once, or can we make this monthly? What we doing here? I should have even look. I guess if you gotta ask, ain't for you.
Look,
We
but
make monthly payments.
I'm trying to get to fucking Tulum.
Ain't nobody going to Tulum. You ain't even care about Tulum till all the blacks went.
It look lit there.
It's beautiful in Tulum.
Every day I just go on Instagram, hit the location thing, and I
Yeah.
look at all the pictures that's in Tulum.
Actually, I'm gonna have to look. There's a lot of people in Tulum. They got to have an outbreak. The way I see the blacks going, there's one person who works for me who's working 2 months in Tulum, and she just takes all her remote calls from like this beautiful hut
It's Tulum.
in Tulum.
That could be us. We could
Like
be
a
like doing
beautiful
our
hut.
podcast.
I don't even know if hut's the appropriate. I think it is a hut because it's like rounded all sides. Beautiful.
We could be doing our podcast from Tulum.
No, I ain't doing no podcast if I'm in Tulum, and I'm gonna tell y'all too. Child, nah. But yeah, I'm not interested in going to Tulum. No. It's way too overcrowded. It's way too many people there for the COVID. I need to go somewhere ain't a lot of people. All right, we gonna do some shout out on the Monday.
Yeah, I'll still shout out on a Monday. So as always, to submit your 5-star rating reviews, Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and shoot us emails at Black Love
Yeah, I'm getting
Matters.
sleepy.
I told you this motherfucking drink strong as hell. I was almost tempted to get up and get some water.
Near, we can never be invited on other podcasts because usually they're like sip and drink while they talk about it. Near and Naomi take a nap. We'll just stop talking.
Shit, this shit's stronger than a motherfucker.
When you 35 plus, it hit different. You get sleepy. You don't want to even be. Liquid courage supposed to get you talkative. It ain't gonna do nothing but make me sleepy and self-aware.
Sleepy than a
You hear me?
motherfucker.
Sleepy and self-aware.
And the way my anxiety set up, like that's why I can't even do no drugs. Cause I'll just be like, oh my god,
Oh my god! 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 Oh my
die.
god! I feel like my friends, we down the middle. Half of us got anxiety, the other half is depressed. Very few cross both. As I slowly raise my hand, Nyambi.
Right. Like I can't even drink coffee because like my heart started beating. Like I don't know how Nyambi be out here drinking this cold
That's what I'm
brew.
saying. I don't think I have high anxiety because that coffee does nothing for me. Maybe the depression get to me more.
Nyambi be drinking that cold brew.
I do drink cold brew.
I took
love
one
cold brew.
sip, my heart be beating, and I be hearing my heart beat, and I be hearing my thoughts as I'm thinking them, and I be thinking I'm gonna die, and all. I was like,
How do I be on cold brew?
Meanwhile, Nyambi,
Normal day.
that's Nyambi talking. See, your jaw don't hurt. God damn.
But yeah, I used to caffeine. You guys have a little sensitivity to caffeine, but now I don't.
Because you done had so much of it.
What?
That's
No,
what
I don't even
happens.
drink that much. I try to drink coffee 3 times a week, and with some people be like, I cannot go a day without coffee. I literally have it. Look, Niram Yarn. Come on, Niram. Okay, come on. Shout out on a Monday. Do it. I'll read the iTunes. You read the email.
Oh, like
So, episode 355 by Searchman007. And she said, this episode gave me life. I see these patients. Much love from Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you, Searchman007.
Don't read the short shit.
Yeah, because you're the one who told me I need the energy and help me, Lord. Go ahead.
So we got one from D.
Come on here, faster.
Episode 353, The Upper Room. And the subject is episode 353, The Upper Room in the Grand Army.
Not the upper room.
Yes.
The upper room.
I say, hey, what's up, y'all? It's D from Houston. How y'all doing? We doing good. Said, number one, first off, episode 353 almost killed me. I almost died when Nero encountered the cheaters.
Are you a cheaters?
while trying to live his best life.
Are you a cheater?
Live his best model life. You got to tell us if you're a cheater.
Cheaters. I said, I don't think you do. This is Nayam. I'm combative. I don't think I do. I don't have to tell you.
And then turn around and has a COVID scare.
All within a week of each other?
Yes.
Within 7 days of each other.
As soon as his friend tested positive, as soon as his friend said he tested positive, I thought, oh, hell, Nayabi, gonna throw this man out. I was done.
Because I ain't been nowhere. Y'all, I have not been to the point where I have no one to tell if I get a COVID scare. There is no one. The buck stops with me. Like if I went to get COVID and the doctor was like, oh, is there a foam tree you're going to share? You like me to share? I literally have no one but Mabel. That is all I'm going to share it with.
She said, y'all life is a sitcom.
It feels
LOL.
like it.
But seriously, I'm glad you guys are good.
We are. Thank you.
Said 2, praise the Lord.
Yes.
And I meant that T. For the results of the election.
Listen, we always waiting on edge. We could have went either way. I feel like people was ready.
I imagine this is what it feels like to get a DNA test to a positive baby, possible baby daddies on Maury, and praying to get the one the one with good sense.
Yes. Dear Lord, please. This is 50-50. I'm with them within 48 hours.
If we would have lost, I was going to turn to Mahalia Jackson in the upper
in the
room.
and just go back to sleep. I agree. It's nothing we could have did, but go to sleep.
We haven't made it to the mountaintop. Hell, we still may be sliding.
We is.
We sure is.
Trying to catch grip.
And trying to catch grip. Somewhere, nowhere in the middle, but damn it, we made it some type of progress.
Yeah, we made some progress. I agree.
I know, because even my people in Germany and shit I'll be talking to is like, ooh, we just so glad y'all picked Biden.
Ooh, because we was getting worried about y'all dumbasses in America.
Even though the race was too close for comfort, we deserve to celebrate this win. Someone stopped me in the park while I was running on Saturday just to say congratulations since we won.
No, we won.
And I felt great.
It was like Juneteenth. We free. That's how the slaves must have felt when the ones pulled up. We free? Bitch, you lying.
What?
That's it.
We free.
Oh, Lord.
Go on. Get from here.
Let's get from here. Let's just go.
Lastly, if y'all haven't watched The Grand Army on Netflix, please do.
Oh my my goodness. Niram over here playing with this computer.
No, like you got these small ass text.
Niram can't see.
'Cause
When
my eyes is
Niram
low.
can't see, he just make his own words up to fit in. Come on.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Lastly, if you haven't watched Grand Army on Netflix, please do. And if I'm late on hearing y'all talk about it, my bad. We haven't even watched it. Truthfully, I haven't watched no Netflix in a long time.
Yeah.
The show is centered around teens attending a high school in New York, and there are literally never a dull moment, and stories are pretty powerful. So many things are tackled in the show, I don't even know where to start. I would say Dominique speaks volumes for me, a black woman trying to do everything and constantly running closer and closer to burning out and refusing to let others see her break. And that girl Leela. That Leela girl, I can't stand her ass seriously.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
What she said, but I'm done now from rambling. Sending y'all love. Oh shoot, I also started a podcast with my best friend. Something I've been wanting to do since I started to listen.
Started listening in 2015.
Yeah. I would love to hear y'all thoughts. It's
Okay.
called After 5 with D and Low.
The Light on Apple and Google.
Stay safe near.
Okay. So what is it called? After 5 with D and Low.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, go ahead and read that.
Who this from? Your favorite?
Savannah.
The subject is Golden Hour. It says, "Hey Niram and Ayambi, good morning. I'm still weak from Niram's Golden Hour cheater plot session. I'm a visual person, so I could see Niram in his money green tracksuit looking like money and giving paid in full vibes. That is exactly what he was giving. Because he wanted to put on the chain. I said, take the chain off, baby.
Oh man,
Take
I'm
the
gonna
chain.
put the gold chain on.
I said, take off that gold chain.
My
It's too
green
much.
Ivy Park
It's too
jumpsuit.
much.
I got the green Ivy Park hat, and I was gonna put on a green herringbone
I said it was too much. It was too many accessories.
and a Cuban link
I said, we know you got nice things. You don't have to put them all at once.
and a Shinola watch.
He's going to put all his nice things on once. Then he was going to have Mabel sitting next to him. It was too much. Man, probably had some yellow shades for the culture. I picture Billie Jean and Billy Bob with about 8 teeth between them asking you 50-11 questions.
They were.
Sir, have you the patience of the next man waiting for an opportunity to cheat on Kylie Kardashian? Proud of you, Niram, for handling the best way that you did. It would have been a good day to cuss them out. I would have cussed them out too. I would have cussed them out, or I would have gotten their business. I'm like, why y'all cheating? What do you think they would have responded to that?
I don't know.
Why y'all over there? With who?
Where are you cheating?
And why?
Why?
What? I feel like that's a good hood dialogue. You know the conversation you have with the crackhead sometimes? Well, why?
Why are you doing that crap?
Yeah, why you do that? And they'll tell you the whole story, so ain't no shame. Anyway, Nyambi, your sisterhood discussion was on point and on time. There was an article I read a long time ago about Black mothers and their friendships. When I find it, I'll send it to you. Oh, thank you. Growing up, my mom's friendships would be strong, but would fizzle out. She has a few friends, but she doesn't talk to them often or hang out with them prior to COVID. Mostly my mom calls me like I'm her best friend. As a reflection, I too don't have many friends. For one thing, I can't balance a bunch of people. Secondly, sometimes they are team too much or stagnant. Yeah. Thirdly, I've outgrown my friendships. I still have 2 friends from junior high and high school. I have a couple of college friends. The friends I met now at 33, I would consider them to be revolving doors unless otherwise. This is the same pattern as my mom. This is something I need to discuss in therapy. If they ever needed me, I'm there, 100% supportive and a great listening ear. However, I have to let go of those who drain me. They love making life complicated for a story. As much as I love a good story, I love my space and energy more. Also, I lose friends for telling them the truth. Don't ask for the truth and get mad when you don't like what you hear. I'm not a yes woman. If I'm wrong, be transparent with me so I can grow from the mistake. Yes, it's easy for me to make friends, but it's difficult for me to keep them. They may also play in me being an only child. No, I agree too. Like sometimes it is hard to keep them. Also, you got to be just okay with that too. I love that reflection too. Y'all, there's this white woman across the hall from my classroom. We had a shooting right outside of my building. It was de-escalated by our JROTC and campus officer. Why did this linebacker broad send out an email stating that she 100% bats the blue? Oh, bit. I've been trolling her ever since that day. I've been making shirts to wear, playing my black ass music, being unapologetically black. She has no reason to walk past my classroom since we are on a one-way hallway. She looks in my classroom and I give her the stankiest face I can give her. Since we won part 2 of the Civil War, I'm thinking about wearing blue more. Thanks, Nips. Blue more than Nipsey. I'm decorating my door all HBCU stuff since I graduated from 2 of them. The same teacher repeatedly called a student a nigga. What?
Her ER? What?
ER? What? I would have gone to jail that day, and any petty suggestions are welcome. I think you right on point.
Yes.
Why is always that one person? Well, I support the blue. Like, who the fuck that? Like, what are you talking about?
We don't need that.
It's not necessary. I think you're doing the same thing. So every time she walked by, she learned something new. Black.
Right. Display. Try Jesus, not me.
Just. Nyambi, keep up the great work with your health journey. Have you made crustless pizza? Listen, it's to die for. It's on Pinterest. Have a wonderful day. I think I'm calling in after this last letter. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Nyambi's reactions to Niram possibly having COVID was accurate AF. At this point, cheating would have got you a better reaction. I really wanted to play into the Utter's confessions while he was on the phone with his homeboy. Thank you for the gems and stories. So, hey, put that on everything? That's how I should be. Wait. Now, what happened? Is that how you felt? Now,
Wait.
Who you got a baby by? With me? My nigga, you lying.
Look.
Ring, ring. Hello? I'm just in the studio.
Hey, bro.
What's up? I'm in the studio.
I got some
I'm walking Mabel.
I got some bad news, bro.
What? You okay?
Where apparently...
Uh-oh. What?
Apparently, I tested positive for COVID.
Put that on everything? What? Was you really nervous that day to tell me?
Yes.
Like how?
Because I told that nigga, I said, nigga, now I got to go back and tell my lady that I didn't put her ass in fucking danger and we got to go get tested. The fuck?
Yes.
You think I want that? Especially when we about to catch an Uber together to go fly to fucking Philly and fight for democracy? Nigga, you supposed to be protecting yourself. God damn it.
I remember when you came in and you was walking slow and hold Mabel. Why was that intentional? What was?
Yes, because I was like, just in case you wanted to hit me, I said, you got Mabel. You ain't gonna hit the dog.
Oh my God. And then she said, hey, Mabel, we hear you. Black dogs matter. Go ahead now.
Every time that nigga call, I say, what's up, super spreader?
That's his name.
Super spreader. Oh, super spreading ass nigga. We got one from Tara. It says, hey, y'all. I'm glad to hear that you did not have COVID. Niram, shame on
we was on, I was going to go through the whole journey. Good, bad, and ugly.
Look,
I was going to share all the Niram business. All of it, y'all. Play by play. And I was going to make his ass get up here and record this podcast.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, put it on there.
Put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
We were recording from the couch. So it says, Niram, shame on your friend. I'm with Naomi. You would have had to move out.
So y'all live together.
I was so looking forward to hearing about your trip to Philly. I live here, and a friend of mine was able to able to get money for a bus rentals to provide transportation for people who did not live close to a polling place.
That's amazing.
That is dope. Changing subjects. We waited all that time for This Is Us to come back.
Come on.
And both episodes have let me down so far.
I agree. They're cute, and I'm always going to debrief them because I'm invested in This Is Us, but they ain't banging how they could be banging.
We all know Kate would be jealous of Madison getting pregnant so easy.
Kate would be.
The scene with them coming to announce the pregnancy was too fake for me. Don't get me started with Tess going off on her parents.
Them barely responded. I don't think people reacted to the right things. Like I think maybe they're coming back. Maybe they're smarter than me and they're coming back to address that. But I feel like Tess, like everyone responded to the wrong shit. Where it's like, we're not going to address this shit with the school. Tess, who you raising your voice at? Like, I don't know. It's a lot.
I need them to address how Random is paying for that big house on his new salary.
Ooh. And Beth ain't working. Beth quit her job 3 years ago. She been stopped working at AT&T. Shout out to Wanda. Y'all watching the Bernie Mac show on Hulu? Please stop what you're doing and go watch at least one episode of that Bernie Mac show.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Can I take a moment to shout out my business?
Of course.
For Black Love Matters family, I have a clothing. I have clothing for men, women, plus accessories and cosmetics. My website is shopwiththelooks.com. If anybody wants to check, I can't even get it out. If anybody wants to come check me out.
And that's shop with Looks. So shopwithhlooks.com.
Are you still looking for a VA, or did I miss that? I know you said sometime after Detroit come back to
We
Detroit.
do have a VA.
Yeah, we ended up getting one.
We got to get her name. I don't know if she want her real name on here, but we'll welcome her to the whole crew as we get closer. But some folks on email, y'all actually might be hearing from her sooner than you think. And also, she's one who does like some work with our social media. So if you notice that we're actually posting now consistently, those are all from our hearts and minds of Niram Nyambi. But our VA is actually the one that's like connecting the dots for us and being like, y'all ain't respond to this and look at this. So you should see a lot more engagement coming on our Instagram. Shout out to our VA. We come up with a name. Yeah. We need to get her a Kwanzaa name. I need to ask her if she want to participate in the Kwanzaa celebration. But I don't know if she know what it means to be a part of the Kwanzaa.
No, absolutely not. Fuck around and lose her as a VA.
You just can't come to Kwanzaa. You just can't get a name.
No.
There is a process.
Absolutely not. We fuck around and lose her as a VA. Because the Kwanzaa crew fall the fuck out.
And then by February, we talking like nothing happened. We just usually take January off. But for Black History Month, we back on it like we ain't never missed it.
Right.
This is, some of us got kids. How baby so-and-so doing? Okay, I'm going to send them this. Did you got the same address? Oh, okay. Now we friends. What? What you mean can't come to Kwanzaa? Why are you so protective of Kwanzaa?
Because
Kwanzaa crew.
The next thing you know, we all fall out. Now we got to find a new VA.
What you mean we all fall out?
And the thing is, like, we were looking for a VA for Black Love Matters, but we really didn't get started. Like, this VA came from, like, Nyambi cherry picking off the pool of VAs I have from my other company.
Yeah, because honestly, I wasn't going to start anything VA with this, like, the top of the year. Maybe, like, February. Mid Q1, Q2. Because I don't have the time now, actually.
And
but I didn't want to wait to lose,
And then I was like, Nyambi, like, you want to come help me interview these few VAs? And then here comes Nyambi. And then here comes Nyambi. I really like sis.
Yeah.
Maybe I can hire her for Black Love Matters. I said, I thought you wasn't
and you
looking
was like,
for nobody.
What's the vision? I said, we'll get there.
I said, I thought you wasn't looking for nobody. Oh.
Now I am.
Why
What does Mabel? Because I ain't want to lose. And ain't nobody trying to start this from scratch. But we'll let you know if something else comes up. But I imagine as we have this new person on the team, like more opportunities. And we're just trying to clean it up, basically.
Yeah.
We're just trying to clean it up and
trying
turn
to
it
get
up.
started.
Yeah.
I should love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
And Mabel.
In advance.
Mabel loves it.
Thank you, Tara.
Niram, how are you saying this name?
I don't know. Shit. That's your turn.
Oh, no. Niram will give everybody names.
Oh.
And whatever Niram says the first time is what sticks.
Fatisha.
Okay, Fatisha. That's what I was going to say, too. It says, Netflix show review suggestion. It says, hey, I discovered your podcast December 2019. Have listened to all episodes starting at episode 1. Love your reviews of show, documentaries, and movies. Have you peeked at the Netflix show Chef's Table? There's an episode with Rodney Scott from South Carolina, and I immediately thought of you. I would enjoy to have the insight and commentary on it. Love, 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 love the podcast. You Cubicle Water, Fatisha. No, I've seen Chef Table, but I don't think I've seen the episode. I'll look for it. So we get it. When Fatisha, is that your name, sis? Niram, we love to give our own renditions of names. Niram usually do the accent on the wrong.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like Fatisha or something. It'll be something that don't make no sense.
I was going to say Fat Isha. But
Fat Isha? Your name Fat Isha? No, Fat Isha. The T is silent. The T is silent. Yes. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, Faisha. Faisha.
Niram give everybody a special name, so you are now Faisha. No T. Silent T.
Oh my God, I'm drunk.
Come on, Niram. Read it from Fly News Guy.
I'm not even done with this drink yet.
Joe Lane, I'm done.
A boozy brunch. God damn.
Mabel even sleep. You ain't heard her this whole episode.
What'd you give to her?
I should have given her some CBD oil.
Is she alive?
I don't know.
She
She's
breathing?
quiet.
We got one from Fly News Guy. What's up, man? How you doing? Black Love Story, COVID-free edition. She said, first and foremost, you all right over there? Come on, you dozing off?
No, I'm not dozing off. Niram trying me. Niram trying to deflect. He's using the tools of the enemy. No new tricks. Come on.
First and foremost, in my 31 years of living, this is my first official wedding that I was invited to.
Oh, okay.
And it was all thanks to working in journalism.
Okay.
So because y'all won't send in stories, and Niram is tired of holding stories, so I decided to give a shout out to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Bell.
Thank you.
We'll say I couldn't talk, so I had to point like this. What? Help me out.
to let them know about marriage, and this is how
Okay.
we're supposed to. Like they're just showing up. Actually, let's say this for our next one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Like we're gonna come back to this. What is it?
Fly News
Thursday.
Guy.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to this because I think we should make this special for Black Love Story.
All right. We're going to read this person then.
No, I think we should save it all.
No, he sent 2 emails.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to the email. Where's it? Where's it start at now?
You
There it
drunk, too?
is. Niram gets on my nerves. It says the words of Cuzzo Niram, this race is more important than the presidential. For Georgians and as a Georgia voter, this is our time. What a lot of people don't realize is that Georgia is not Atlanta. My city, black ass Atlanta, cannot save the entire state of Georgia. Over the weekend, I decided to make a fact sheet that I wanted to share with our Black Love Matters community and other Georgia voters. It's called Fly News Guy's TV Guide to the Georgia Runoff. Fact: neither of Georgia's Republican senators, Dave Perdue or Kelly Leofer, am I saying that right?
I don't know. We don't care.
Drew a majority of state votes on election day turnout, which sent both their races to special rematches in January that would likely determine control of the Senate. Names to know is Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. Republicans are fearful of Democratic term because the state has not been blue since 1992. 28 years of being a Republican-ran state. It's time for a new day, Georgia. Your vote does matter, and it's not too late. Registration for the general election runoff for federal offices in Monday, December 7th. Election day is Tuesday, January 5th. Wednesday, November 18th, earliest day for a registrar to mail an absentee ballot for the general runoff election for federal offices. We're going to have to keep this near them so we can share. I think this is sometime this week. Monday, December 14th, advanced in-person early voting begins for general election runoff for federal offices. Let your voices continue to be heard because if this election has been proven anything, our black ass vote does matter. Peace and Black Love, Fly News Guy. So y'all hear that? So the general election, you have to be ready for this. It is, what is it, January 5th? Mm-hmm. The election day is actually January 5th. You have till November 18th to send in your absentee ballot. Like, this is time for us to put in work, y'all. Like, we can really show up and show out in this. Honestly, if, our VA's listening, I think we're going to do some stuff with this on our Instagram too, so people are aware and you can go do what you need to do. Just cast the absentee. Like, we literally can request them absentee and get it passed and go about our business.
Yeah.
I love this.
And, since I didn't make it to Philly, maybe I'll make it down to Georgia.
No, Georgia's a petri dish. Your turn now. Put the drink down.
It's so damn good.
Yeah.
Jesus. From Shawnice, it says, hey.
Hey.
Nero Nayambi, first sending you peace and hope
Thank you.
to you too. I'm ecstatic that you are all COVID free.
If we got COVID, I was gonna tell y'all every bit of good, bad, dirty. How if I went to the hospital, I had to go live on Instagram Live. Y'all gonna see my face. I'm telling y'all everything. They ain't gonna hold shit from me.
COVID scares is not where it is at. It's not. Old tests used to make me feel like they should be taken out to dinner afterwards.
Exactly.
These are interesting times and grateful for your content. P.S. So when are you? When we're going to see the Ivy Park shoot? I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture on Insta stories. Block out my face or something.
Oh my! Put Mabel there instead.
Yeah, put a picture of Mabel there.
Coming next year, we might have a Mabel's Moments.
What the hell is
Stay
that?
tuned. That's what me and the VA been working. Me and the VA. I'm just saying VA because we don't have a Kwanzaa name yet. The VA been working. It's called Mabel Moments.
What the hell is that?
What it sound like?
Oh,
And it ain't gonna be about doggy treats.
is the moments Mabel pissed you off?
Which that could be one too. But nah, stay tuned for Mabel Moments.
Oh my god,
But
that sounds so interesting.
you excited, right? 2021.
What? Like what? Tell
Nope.
me more.
Nope. We doing any voicemails?
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock them out.
Okay.
Hey, Niram. Hey, Naomi. This your girl, Tiffany. This is my first time calling in. I've been listening to y'all for
Hey,
about a year
Tiffany.
now. I just got finished listening to the most recent episode 262. And Naomi, girl, if you don't stop playing and go on and get those sister locks, honey.
I know.
I started my locks back in February, and I tell you, it's the best
Is it good?
decision ever.
I know. I'm so
You
jealous.
don't have to do nothing to your head no more, honey.
I know.
Girl, go on and start them lives. You've been talking about
Forever. You right.
But I just want to say y'all be having me dying at work. Y'all get me through my work day. So I'm going to continue to call back and check in. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I love y'all show.
We love you too.
I love listening to it. And I've been putting a lot of people on.
Thank you.
Also, don't be hollering at Mabel.
No.
She's such a sweet little doggy.
No, she ain't.
And I don't blame her for being upset at some fire alarms. I would have been upset too.
Well, fire alarm.
It's great listening to y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all keep people's spirits high. Y'all keep us with the updates, honey. Well, love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. You're right. I'm playing around with these sister lots, knowing I won't.
I told Naomi to go get them shits.
I know.
You bullshitting.
When I get them, ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me nothing.
I don't know why you dragging your ass.
I am.
Shit.
I know.
Hey, Miriam. Hey, Naomi.
Yeah.
I'm so
Hey.
country. Hey, Naomi. And hey, Mabel.
Yeah.
It's Toy from Atlanta. I finally created an account on Stitcher, so I need to get on my laptop and send y'all a review. Because it won't let you do it from the app.
Really?
Anyway, I'm a little vague, but I want to comment on the discussion you all were having about, like, Black sisterhood and the first Black woman to hurt you. For me, it was my aunt. And now my aunt was raised like basically like my sister. She's only 2 or 3 years older than I am. We literally shared a room, shared a bed for like a lot of our lives. This particular person, I mean, like you said, like it's a generational thing. Like God rest her soul, but her mother taught her a lot of the stuff that you know that she does. Her mom, you know, wasn't the greatest mother ever. Her mom stole from family and stuff like that. This particular aunt has, you know, stolen from me. She slept with several of my boyfriends, ex-boyfriends. It's just been really horrible. And it's to the point now where we both have children that are close, but there's still a strain with me trying to get her son to do stuff with him and her trying to get my son to do stuff with, you know, so our kids can still be close.
Of course.
It's just really unnecessarily complicated. And then, to be honest, let me wait for the next voice because it's about to cut me off.
Yeah. White woman coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
She called back.
Well, I'm waiting. I'm like, what?
It's Toy from Atlanta again. Hey, y'all.
Okay.
So, what I was about to say was, I only recently had Black leadership or Black women in charge as far as like a supervisor, manager, whatever role. And a friend of mine, she's a part of D9 and all that, whatever, too. She told me years ago, she said, anytime you have a Black woman boss or a Black woman that's in charge, there's always a bunch of issues. And at the time, I couldn't relate because I had only, you know, had supervisors and bosses who were either Black men or white men.
Yeah.
And men are just like super easygoing for the most part anyway. Yeah. Every once in a while, you come across one that's like really anal, but for the most part, you know, they're pretty chill. It wasn't until recently, maybe like the last 3 or 4 years, that I've had, you know, Black women supervisors, Black, you know, female leadership, and it's been a hot mess. There's just always like something going on. They're always like, you know, entertaining the gossip throughout the office and all of that. Like, it's just ridiculous. Or they're like talking crazy in the emails. It's like, I think back to what my friend said all the time, like, it's something about having a black female boss or Black female leader that there's always some kind of mess or nonsense going on. It's part of the reason why I don't feel the need to ever really be in a leadership role. Like, I never really want to be promoted to anything like that because I'm like, what if I become that monster or that beast too? I don't know. It's just
that's deep.
Different.
Yeah. Internalized depression ain't no joke. I was talking about this with a group of friends this weekend on what it's supposed to be, and like almost to the point where we almost over rotate on it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we got to zoom out to be like, is this just the same mess that happens anywhere, and are we just hyper aware of it because it's a black woman? Because a lot of times when black women are in power, the lens is on them. Like the scrutiny is very strong, expectations are very high. Like all those things play into it. Also, it's completely okay to even acknowledge that this black woman is a trash ass leader. Like that absolutely can live in a space and time. So I don't want to demean that. But sis, as far as going up for leadership roles, the fact that you're even asking yourself and having this type of clarity lets me think that you will be an excellent leader. So don't let the situation hold you up. And Nyambi, I'm a pseudo leader. Would you say I'm a leader?
Nyambi, you are a leader.
I'm a people leader.
That's what
and
you're
I don't
doing.
think it's pretty. I don't think it's that bad with me. But honestly, I wonder how many times have I been the first black woman who's led a group of people and what they've thought about it.
You should ask them.
How you think it shows up? I need to add that to
Yeah.
a broader thing. But I wonder, is it more intense? Like Sis was saying, for black people than it is for white people. White people might not even think about it to the after, because they so entitled and living in their own white world. They're a material girl living in a material world. But I wonder, for black people, are they? Shout out to Madonna. Compared to a black person, you think, are they a little bit more hyper aware if they have a person of color, particularly a black woman, as their direct manager?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer.
But no, Sis, you go for that role. We need you.
Hey, Black Lives Matter family. Fly News got checking in.
What's up, man?
It's been a while, but I just called to tell you guys hello, and I hope all is going well. Now let's get into this Bernie Mac show, because everybody knows America loves the Bernie Mac show. So good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Now, let me tell y'all about my favorite episode. Do y'all remember that episode when he made the kids do the chores and they wanted to get the allowance?
Yes.
And this man was out there messing up
Yes.
Bernie Mac's garden.
Yes.
And Jordan was out there playing Tiger Woods.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Bernie Mac kicked Jordan's ass.
Yes.
Playing in that garden being Tiger Woods.
Yes. Yes.
I actually just watched that episode.
My favorite Bernie Mac episode is when baby girl go to school and she start using the N word.
Oh my God.
And then the teacher called Bernie Mac, like, I need you to come in. Something happened. He said, what didn't happen? Tell me. Let me know. My stress, my anxiety. And she was like, I'd rather not say. And she come in.
Say.
Yeah, and then Bernie Mac like, what's going on? Tell me. She's like, I don't know if I can say. She said, say. He was like, I don't want to overstep. He was like, step. I don't know if it's my place. Step in your place. Like, Bernie Mac.
Kid, you write it down? I already did.
I already did. And then he slid over, and I'm assuming it's nigga.
Yes, nigga.
And then he said, oh my God, who heard that? And then they do a flash forward or a flashback when they looking at the phone bill. Y'all might remember back in the day when nights after 9 p.m. is free nights. But before that, you literally had to pay for every minute and roaming and long distance and all that type of stuff. And he telling Wanda, like, why are bills so high? And Wanda was like, the kids was good, so I let them call their friends back in Chicago. So it's going to be a little more, but they've been good. Let them, like, relax. And then Bernie Mac was like, these kids think we rich. And Wanda was like, well, compared to where they came from, like, yeah, they probably do think we're a little more better off. Like, relax, Bernie Mac. You can pay an extra $30 in your phone bill. And then Bernie Mac like, shit, they think we nigga rich. And then as soon as he said nigga rich, you peer over the baby girl and that little bubble come up like, new word. And then here come Bernie Mac back, flash forward with the teacher, the present day, and he trying to explain to the teacher, no, it ain't no harm. My people, we use it in different ways. And he would pause. He would like, say if somebody did something really bad, we'd be like, that real bad. Or say if they did something really good, we'd be like, that real good, right? And he just kept going back, and the teacher's like, oh my God. And it was just the episode where Bernie Mac just kept putting his foot in his mouth. But that episode when he said nigga, and he literally didn't say, he only said nigga once in the episode, because I'm sure that's probably as many times you can get by the censors.
One nigga.
You can probably get one sentence about nigga by the census, and then the other time it was just long pauses. And then Bernie Mac being Bernie Mac, this old nigga, and then you see like the camera pan. Oh my God. That episode with baby girl and Bernie Mac doing that is just too much. And also that's how you have to be careful what you say around these kids, because these kids act like they playing with the dolls and Powerpuff Kids and Puff Patrol, but they listen to every word that's coming out your mouth. You hear me?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Hey, Black Lives Matter family. This is Yamasi Miriam.
That's a beautiful
this
name.
Is my first time calling in. I've been a listener. My ex originally got me into the show, but he's no longer with us, but the show is.
Oh.
I just had to call and say I am having a good key
Yeah.
over this latest episode. Niram, I'm glad you got your fiance fit, but the fact that some people rolled up on you and first asked if you were doing a music video and then asked if you were in charge of cheaters, I can't. I'm not going to make it. I literally choked on my drink.
Cocaine is a powerful drug.
Doing errands during the golden hour. I'm not going to make it. Yeah, I had to pause the episode because I was laughing so hard when you said that your friend got the Rona, and I had to pause it when your friend was like, I have to call people. I said, Niram, you may need some new friends.
I said, what you mean you got to call?
Circle, unless you educate him. Yes. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't know.
Yes, you gotta call everybody.
But maybe the story gets better. I'm gonna keep listening to the episode and see what happens. But I just want to let y'all know y'all are giving me a good laugh on a Sunday. God.
It was
so. Hope all is well. Sornambi, I'm also with you. I am not ready for the tracksuits yet.
No.
I think I have another 20 years before that happens. So I'm with you there. Hey Mabel, and have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Did you say bye? Look, it don't get better.
It don't get better.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Oh, almost a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, so we love those.
Giving y'all that content. Mm-hmm. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3. Oh, I almost held them.
Let me wrap it up. To submit your black love, won't you say leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-star review? Niram Hunkeneer, y'all. Niram Hunkeneer. He an old man.
Man, I am lit.
No, to submit your black love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. That's black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about, you can do that on blacklovematters.com. Remember, no K. SoundCloud, Stitcher. You can leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.